Hello, welcome to the Classically Urban Podcast. My name is George Georgopoulos. Joining me today is...
My name's Phil.
And...
Baby Ice Cube.
Alright, we're going to get this right out the fucking way. McGregor versus Mayweather.
The fight of the century.
Just stop.
Old man going to retirement after.
Stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, is it? No, it's not the fight of the century. There's no way it's the fight of the century, right?
It was bigger
No.
than Pacquiao, and that was the fight of the century,
But
wasn't
the
it?
century's not even near being over yet, so, like...
But who's going to top 50-0 Mayweather?
Well, we all know
true.
what the real fight of the century is going to be. It's going to be fucking Kim Jong-un versus
Shut
Donald
up.
Trump. Those two in the ring.
You need to be shot for that.
Is it going to be the square circle?
Yes, it's going to be square.
Did
and
you not-
circle.
did
Did you catch
Same
that
thing.
comment at the beginning of the fight?
No, I don't care.
He's like, Mayweather, it was McGregor
McGregor.
stepping into the rounded square.
I was like...
Or no, the squared circle.
Yeah.
He's stepping into the squared circle
For the first time. I was like,
That's
It's like
some dumb shit.
it's like you combine the octagon and the boxing ring.
That's some dumb shit right there.
Yeah,
I was-
it's a full-size half court.
Stop. We don't need to bring that up. But what was your... so you thought, George, McGregor was going to lose from the outset.
Yeah, just because it's not his game. I said from the very beginning, he's not going to go out like a bitch, but he's going down. It's just not his game.
No,
I don't
no.
care how much you train for it. Going up against someone like Mayweather, this is his life. You're just not going to beat him if it's not your forte.
I mean, but at the playing devil's advocate, McGregor's a fighter.
Yeah, so
Like,
is Manny Pacquiao, and he murked him.
No,
it's all the same.
but McGregor is. I think McGregor's instincts are way better than Pacquiao's ever were.
Pacquiao was a speed puncher.
Yeah.
That's what he was.
McGregor is just a legitimate fighter.
He's
Oh, yeah,
all around.
absolutely.
He's a well-rounded fighter in general.
He's
Like,
as
the best at what he does.
he's as mentally strong as Mayweather is. Mayweather's just Mayweather.
Well, McGregor can read, so yeah, he's actually stronger
Oh
mentally.
my God. We were watching Floyd Mayweather's interview after the fight. I looked at Cody. I was like, well, he talked like he can't read either. Like, oh my God, because he talks so slow.
'Cause he gets hit in
talks
the
really-
face all the time.
That's true, but like, no, he doesn't get hit. What are you talking about? It's Mayweather. He don't get hit in the face. That man is like,
Well, I mean, McGregor standing there with one hand out, just going, just jabbing him in the forehead the entire match.
yeah, but McGregor was doomed to lose that fight
Yeah.
from the beginning. Like, there was no way that he was.
There was a chance, not a very big chance at all, but there was a possibility. Because McGregor came from UFC and he was stepping into an actual boxing match, never professionally boxed before. There were just too many factors. So it could have gone either way. More likely, it would have gone Mayweather, which it did. But there was still a chance. It was one of those like wow factors that nobody could account for.
I don't know. I feel like I don't believe there was a chance in hell. There was no way. Mayweather's way too calculated of a fighter to even. Like, he wasn't going to go in there. Those first 3 rounds that McGregor won was because Mayweather was waiting him out, learning how he moves, watching him.
That's the other thing that made this fight really interesting. It was compared to Mayweather's last couple of fights, it was actually a fight.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
they
true.
were both fighting for it. So, because McGregor was putting up enough pressure to kind of force Mayweather to hit back and do stuff.
Yeah, I
Because
mean,
normally Mayweather just kind of sits back and hits his punches where he needs them, but Mayweather was actually like on the offensive.
well, that's because of the Pacquiao fight too.
Yeah.
Because he knows that Pacquiao fight was garbage. Like, that was probably the most boring fight I've ever watched in my life. It was so boring.
Did you even watch the Pacquiao fight? I didn't.
I did, yeah. Well,
I did.
We watched it here because all my dad's family was over here, so we all watched it here, and it was just boring, man. Like, it was just like this slow, just like waiting for 3 minutes of every round to be over.
This fight was really quick, very fast paced.
It was, which I liked. It was almost like Mayweather was like trying to meet McGregor halfway on the speed on how fast they fight, which Mayweather still whooped his ass.
Yeah.
But
There's just no other outcome. Like, as
So-
much as we'd want it, like,
does this make Mayweather probably the greatest fighter? Is he better than Ali now that he reached Rocky's?
I don't follow boxing like that, so I can't speak on that.
I don't think so. Like, yes, he's a great boxer, but like, if he was put in a situation where he was actually like fighting and not just like boxing by
Numbers, yeah.
numbers, yeah, he would have been beaten.
You think that's what's going to tarnish his career forever? In
No.
fact, he's not like a fighter. He's a calculated numbers game
He
kind of guy.
knows the system. He knows how the game is played, so he plays the game. He doesn't. Most of the time, he doesn't fight. This last match, he actually fought, which created a really good show.
Plus, not to mention, he's not heavyweight. What's his weight at? Welterweight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one watches welterweight for knockouts.
I mean, yeah, but heavyweight's kind of like. But Mayweather made heavyweight like second class now because, I mean, he's been doing this for how many years? Been drawing like millions of dollars, almost $1 billion, and like.
Yeah. He's an entertainer. He's not a fighter. He entertains by fighting.
I haven't heard of a good like heavyweight fight. I mean, I don't follow boxing like religiously, but I haven't heard of like a huge like Mayweather level boxing like heavyweight boxing fight ever.
I just don't think it's been there.
Yeah, like
Boxing's kind of been one of those that's really hit or miss.
I know recently, I don't know, he's not making a splash in the media because most people have moved on to UFC. But Shannon McCormick,
I don't know who the hell that is.
well, he used to be heavyweight champion back in the day, but he's come back now. He
So he's old.
retired. He's about 40, yeah.
Yeah, he old.
Yeah. But shit. Apparently, dude's making waves.
Hey, whatever, man. Point is, Mayweather's the greatest boxer ever. My black brethren killing it out here, showing these white people the real way to fight.
Oh, come on. Don't start.
No, on the real though, Mayweather's an asshole. I kind of hate him. but-
Yeah.
I think one of the biggest things that helped McGregor, but also hurt him at the same time, was his stance. He didn't
his
stand
stance
like a
was weird.
boxer.
Yeah, his
he
stance
stood
was really
like
weird.
a UFC fighter
Yep.
with that one hand out, like
Mona.
side pose. Like
Like a
he opened himself up, but he was closing himself up at the same time, and it's one of those stances where like he was open to hits.
and I feel like his stance was really wide.
Well,
Like I feel like his legs were way too far apart the entire time.
it's because in UFC you have to have a wider base because you're
Grapples
preparing
and-
for takedowns
yeah.
and stuff like that. So it's just kind of his instinct.
Yeah.
Bro, those hammer fists though. He's trying
In
to.
the UFC, you can do that.
I know,
Yeah.
but he was trying to tear Mayweather's back of his head up.
But the thing you also have to look at is Mayweather realized that he was going to do that, so
Yup.
he started
ducking. He ducked.
he
the
started
whole time.
guarding and ducking and pushing in really close to him, forcing those hammer fists from McGregor.
Which I'm surprised they didn't do more about that because he did the entire fight.
Yeah,
Like they maybe said one or two things to him about it, but like
I think that was their form of compromise. In any other way, it was totally Mayweather's game. So letting him do that hammer fist without that much of a penalty, I think that was their kind of way of like, we get it.
well,
This
no,
isn't your
because
game."
you go into McGregor won first, second, and third round.
because
If-
it was a Mayweather fight.
Yes, but if you would have not taken away those point deductions for the hammer fists in the fourth, fifth, and sixth, the points would have been McGregor. It would have been tied or McGregor
I don't know.
because he had like 2 or 3 instances each round where he threw the hammer fist and they were deducting him.
It's just the way Mayweather fights, man.
Yeah.
He's going to give you those first 3 rounds so he can tear you up for the last 9. That's the way. That's how he works the system. So like every Mayweather fight I watch these dudes just start swinging, and then the crowd going crazy, thinking that he's landing all these punches when Mayweather's just like no the entire time, and then Mayweather lands those counter punches and he's just tearing them up, slowly and methodically. But it is what it is. McGregor lost. He had a hell of a fight, but
Yeah.
I'm surprised he lasted 10 rounds, honestly.
Yeah,
But
for not being a boxer and lasting that long, he's a hell of a fighter.
Yeah.
Like, there's not many people who could go into a fight with Mayweather and last that not being a professional boxer.
yeah, you ain't lying.
I don't think there's anybody that could do that.
No.
So that right there just proves like how much McGregor wanted it.
Yeah. Do you think McGregor would beat like Pacquiao?
Yeah.
I mean, like Pacquiao when Pacquiao fought Mayweather.
yeah.
Like that same Pacquiao, you think he could win?
yeah.
I think he could too, which is kind of sad. But I think Pacquiao doesn't play defense enough for McGregor because McGregor comes too hard all the time.
Yeah, that's just how he is. That's why his stats, like out of the 23 fights he had, 19 were knockouts.
True.
He's full force
And one
till the
submission.
end.
Just throwing that out there. That's basically a knockout.
Well,
but,
yeah, 18 knockouts, 1 submission.
Yeah. That could y'all do a UFC fight? Could you train to be a UFC fighter and then actually go into a UFC fight?
I would.
You would?
If I got properly trained, yeah.
I mean,
and
yeah,
had the right
obviously, but
conditioning.
would you be willing to do it?
I'd learn
Yeah.
that Wing Chun and just deflect everything.
I don't think I could do it. Man. I don't think I have the balls to do that.
I think you just pretty much needed to know a form of a striking martial art and a grapple martial art. I think the most common right now are Muay Thai, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and I think what else? I forget the third, but it's like the three most common in the UFC and mixed
See,
martial arts in general.
I mean, anyone could train for that stuff. I'm talking mentally.
Yeah.
Do you have the mental capability of getting in that ring with a man who's literally trying to beat you to death?
Yeah. Because
y'all crazy, man.
that's it.
Y'all
He's
crazy.
trying to beat the shit out of me, and I can't run.
You could just not get in the damn ring. There's an option.
Oh, well, if I'm already in the fucking ring.
I'm saying, would you get in the ring? That's what I asked you.
Would I get? Yeah, depends
No,
on how much I'm gonna pay.
Absolutely not. I know. I'm too pretty. No. I'm not.
Yeah.
That's. I don't have the balls to do that, man. I'd be too scared. No lie. Y'all
No
can call me
balls.
y'all can call me a bitch all you want. I'm too scared to do that shit, man.
No.
Those dudes are trained assassins.
Yeah, and if you become
No.
a trained assassin yourself, then fuck it.
I don't have the will to kill somebody, George.
Well, you're not killing him, are you?
You basically are.
Did you
No,
get?
you're just
did you get
choking
that,
him out.
Did you get that image, George? So
Which one?
did you see him walk into the ring wearing what he was wearing?
Yeah, the fucking
Oh, the glory
dumbass
hole.
The
fucking
assassin.
mass.
Yeah. So I found a meme. It was this dude makes hundreds of millions of dollars and comes out dressed as a glory hole.
Yeah, that's all. Over Facebook, bro.
That's so funny. He comes out as a glorified glory hole, really, just painted in gold and black, and he's just.
That's just stupid. Just come out. Just
No, that's not how Mayweather works. His jacket was tight though.
I didn't see it.
It was.
If
He
that
looked
was
like an assassin.
if it wasn't like a full robe, that jacket's hard. He looked like Altair in black. I swear to God, it was funny because when we came out, Phil looked at me and he's like, "He's George's brother." I was like, "That was funny shit, Phil."
He's an assassin, George.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just like you.
Dumbest joke ever, I swear.
It's still funny.
It's still
Yeah, I
funny to
get
this
it.
day,
It's just
bro.
like-
It's still funny. But in other sports news, I know y'all don't care about this, but I think the Celtics have made the dumbest trade I've ever seen in my life.
You're right. I don't care about this.
Shut up.
I actually care about one thing. It's not Celtics. Celtic.
No.
You got an entire nation pronouncing that wrong.
Yes, because the name of the
Celt.
team is actually Celtics, not
Then they should
Celtics.
spell it with an S.
You can pronounce a C as an S.
Yeah, but
I
not
hate
in
him
the
so
case
much.
of Celtic.
I hate him
But
so
George,
much.
It's the history. Ever since the team was created, it's the Boston Celtics, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
congratulations.
George, let me ask you something. You ever say the word ain't before?
Yeah.
It's not a fucking word, so don't ever say it again.
Great.
So shut up. But
Are
basically,
you going to stop saying Celtic?
oh my God, they traded a point guard that has averages around 26, 25 points a game,
So
me.
point guard. Is he the
Shut
one
up.
who grabs the snitch?
and averages about 6 assists a game, shoots about 40% from the 3-point line. For another point guard that does the exact same numbers.
So in Space
So it
Jam.
wasn't stupid. It was even
But the Celtics also gave up one of their best defensive players
for the same person.
for one person. They gave 2 people for one.
Well, that makes it stupid.
Exactly.
Quick question. In Space Jam, which of the cartoons was playing point guard? Just so I know what they were doing.
Bugs Bunny.
Was he the
Baller.
point guard? I don't remember the lineup.
Pretty sure he's the main character.
I'm just saying, I don't remember the lineup.
They always make the lead hero the point guard.
I
It was
don't
either
know.
him or Michael Jordan.
And Michael Jordan doesn't play point guard, though.
Yeah, so he's probably center, right?
I think he did play center because
Yeah.
they were all short. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, you're right. I think it was Bugs Bunny, though. Yes, it would be Bugs Bunny that's the point guard.
Was it actually Michael Jordan
What? The point
in
in Space
the
Jam?
movie? Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't know that?
No, I haven't seen it in a while, so I wasn't
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
I knew it was either him or LeBron, and I did not think it was
Well,
LeBron.
no.
Oh my
No.
God.
Apparently they were supposed to be making
Phil.
a sequel with LeBron.
No, that's never coming out, and I hope it never does.
I hope it does.
Yeah, and they're
I hope-
also
I hope
supposed
it
to make
never
a Super
does.
Troopers too, but that's not going to happen.
Apparently they wrapped up production.
What is this movie?
Super
Super
You've never
Troopers?
seen Super Troopers?
No.
That is literally my favorite movie ever.
Sorry about your luck, but no.
The
Jesus.
schnozberries taste like
They
schnozberries.
start chugging the syrup, bro.
I have no idea what y'all talking about.
Candy bars.
No, I have no idea what you're.
Attention, bear fucker. We're just gonna start quoting this movie, aren't we?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, what's the problem, Brandon?
What?
Now, why haven't you seen Super Troopers?
Because I guess I'm not white. That
Yeah,
might
why?
be my only reason that I got here.
Yeah, man, you say that, but Caleb's seen it. We showed it to him.
Have you met Caleb?
Yeah.
That should be your answer right there.
Okay. Thesis of the movie, real quick.
You said thesis of the movie.
Yeah, thesis.
Summary, thesis, summary, thesis.
Summary and thesis are two different things.
Close enough.
The plot.
I'm just
Wow.
going to tell you the plot
You
of
definitely didn't go to college.
No, I'm tired. So,
Yeah, I got you.
but basically, it was
So you don't
highway
even know-
highway patrol.
You
Yeah.
don't even know the plot
Highway
yourself.
patrolman.
Highway
Patrolman?
patrol.
Wow.
Shut up.
Highway patrol versus state troopers. They're threatening to basically shut down the highway patrol headquarters that they worked for.
Okay.
That section.
No, other way around.
Oh my God! Can y'all get y'all story straight?
I'm trying to.
Okay.
State troopers, aka super troopers, were threatened to be shut down and replaced with the local police.
They were highway patrol, and they were getting They were going to be threatened to get shut down by the state.
Either way, the police
state,
are the one doing
state
the threatening.
police. Yes,
So
the actual cops.
Okay.
Yes.
Not highway patrol.
actual
well,
cops were threatening to.
These highway patrolmen
Y'all
are
so confused. You're
a
confusing
bunch
the
of
fuck out me.
morons.
Yeah.
They're a bunch of morons. They're on
Okay.
drugs the entire movie.
Okay.
Random car chases.
So it's one of those stupid movies.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's
why.
one of
that's
those great classic
No.
stupid movies.
No.
Same guys who made Beer Fest.
See, look, guys.
You haven't fucking seen Beer Fest?
I've seen Beer Fest and it was
Okay.
garbage.
I'll get to you later.
Yeah.
But no, it was just a great movie. And apparently, when did Laser Team come out?
2014.
Yeah, well, at around the same time, Rooster
look it
Teeth
up.
helped them raise enough money to start production of Super Troopers 2.
Y'all know I hate Will Ferrell movies, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so why would you think that I would like a movie equally as dumb as any of his movies?
What?
No, it's more dumb.
That's worse. Like
No, but it's better.
It's stupider.
No.
You know me, I don't like Will Ferrell movies either.
they're terrible,
No, they're not.
They're not
Phil.
bad. I just don't like them.
dude.
I'm all jacked up on Mountain Dew.
Yeah, that was some dumb shit.
Laser Team, it was 2015,
Yeah.
and Talladega Nights was the worst
It was amazing.
out of all of them.
It was.
You know
not-
why you like it? Because you like cars, you like racing, you're a hick. That's why you liked
America.
it. Exactly.
You
But
know
that
what?
movie was
You-
garbage.
You know what I just realized
What?
that I'm kind of sad about?
What?
I was gonna go see Cars 3 when it came out.
Cars 3 is actually lit. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah, apparently it came out like a week after my birthday, and now it's 2 months later. Still haven't seen it.
Yeah, it was a pretty good movie.
It looked really good.
It was. It was pretty good.
It was literally Talladega Nights animated.
It was not.
Same concept.
No,
I've never seen any of the car movies.
Okay, Talladega Nights. Ricky Bobby's racing. He's the best. He gets taken out by the new foreigner. Cars 3. Lightning McQueen. He's the best. Gets taken out by a new upgraded foreigner.
I mean, I guess, but still not the same.
So basically,
Come back to win.
That's
It's the
still-
same plot.
No, he didn't win.
He didn't?
Nope.
You just,
Yep. Just because you like, just because you try to compare it to a Will Ferrell movie, he did not win.
you're the worst kind of human being in this world. Just spoiling an entire movie that I really wanted to see.
He started the race, didn't even finish it. So,
That was the first race.
nope, didn't finish the second one either.
Nope, that was the first
Didn't
race.
finish the second one either.
What do you do? Just give up and go home?
Nope. I won't tell you the ending of it.
He crashes and dies, and they make a statue of him outside of Radiator Springs.
No.
Oh,
he blows up GTA.
It's
style.
low key a great ending though. Like it's a real good.
he stops racing because he has a kid, a smart car.
That'd be. They should have done that. That'd have been so smart. Maybe like a little baby car rolling, like a little Hot Wheel car. Like, oh my god, that'd have been funny, man. I would have died.
No, it would have been like those little electric cars for kids.
Yeah,
It'd be like-
man. I'm gonna email Pixar right now. Be like, y'all suck at your job. Quit right now. But no, Cars was a good movie, but I spoiled it because you tried to compare it to some dumb Will Ferrell movie that doesn't even.
You just hate people.
No, I do not hate people. Well, actually, I do hate people, but but I don't hate you, Phil. You just made a dumb comparison. Oh, she's moving. She's moving. I'm just kidding. It's not a big deal.
What are you doing? Stop that now.
Why does it matter?
All right. Local news. What you got?
There was a home invasion. We talked about that earlier. Oh, you were talking about Tell me about the Trump and the.
Oh yeah.
troops
So
and-
basically,
yeah.
everyone's freaking out. Oh, Trump's sending more troops to Afghanistan. Here's the thing. That was not Trump's plan. I'm defending him. I'm not a Trump supporter. I didn't vote for the guy. But I'm going to defend him here because I'm on the side of being right.
Everybody needs to write down this moment in whatever log they keep of crazy things that are happening in the world because he's agreeing with Trump right now.
All right.
Just throwing that out there.
So, basically, and I'm sick of politicians doing it. Everyone's campaigning, oh, we got to get out of Afghanistan. They're lying. Then they get in office, and the generals sit their asses down, and they tell them how things are. How things really fucking are.
Liars.
We're in Afghanistan. Please tell me it's Afghanistan. I'm not confusing it in Pakistan. Jesus Christ.
They're all the same. It doesn't matter.
We're in many different
that was
countries
hella racist.
doing
I'm
the
sorry.
same
That was
thing.
so
Basically.
wrong.
Hold up.
My bad. All you brown people out there, you're all different. I love you. Sorry for comparing you to other countries. My bad. You're not all the same. I promise. Do you really not have your facts straight right now?
No, I
Just say one of the two. It doesn't
no,
matter.
because anyway. So we're in Afghanistan to make sure it doesn't get steamrolled by the Taliban and they don't take it over. That is the only reason we're there. You brought up a very good point that we're doing a shitty job with that apparently because we're still fucking there. But
15 years.
yeah, so
Since we were in kindergarten.
Bro,
yeah,
right?
dude, like fucking 2001.
Like,
So
my thing with what I told George is like, how are we like this bad at doing what we're supposed to be good at? Like, we're supposed to be like one of the top powers in the world, but we can't even get another group of people to get their shit together.
You know why? We're fighting kids.
yeah, it's like I said to you, we could educate them, but you know what's the easiest thing to do?
Blow them up.
Yeah, you can make schools. That's a target right there. You know what you do? Put a bomb in a kid's backpack, send them into the school. They've done that before. They have no problem doing it again.
Hey, we have enough nukes to just sink one of them.
No, stop it.
Make a lake where it used to
God.
be.
That you guys are terrible people.
Oh God. Is it? Were you the one who said let's turn South Korea into an island?
No, let's turn South Korea into an island.
That is probably my favorite line ever.
You guys are terrible people, man. Just
But basically, here's what I want people to start doing, or at least politicians who are campaigning. Stop saying you're going to get us out of Afghanistan, because you're not. Because the moment you get in power, people who have to deal with you are going to sit you down and let you know exactly how it is.
The only reason they say that is for votes, because they know that's what people want to hear.
Yeah,
And that's the problem with
Which
campaigning is that's what
they're
all
lying.
politicians do. They all campaign one way and then change it up once they're actually in
Here's the
office.
thing. They do the same thing over there, though. In Afghanistan, they're like, oh, we're going to get U.S. troops out of here. We're going to take our country back. We're sick of being babysitted. The moment they get in office, they're sat down. The people let them know exactly how it is. We need them here, or else that flag is going to be different. I don't know what the Al-Qaeda flag is.
Gone.
Do they have a flag?
I don't know, but Cat
Oh.
Williams brought up a fucked up point
And
back
which-
in like 2006.
Which stand-up was it?
I think it was It's Pimpin' Pimpin'.
Ah, good
It-
one. Solid one.
He's
One of the
just
better
like,
ones.
can you tell me what the what's it called?
You can do it.
Al Qaeda's uniform is?
Oh yeah! Oh my God, that was so funny.
It's so fucked up. He's like, they're over there in a swimming suit, flip flops, and a cowboy hat.
It was great. Great comedy.
I miss him,
Bro, his career's dead, man. He's
dude.
not coming back.
Well, when he was in the news like once a week for 3 months straight, like there's only so much you can actually recover from.
No, dude. You say that? Fucking Pryor was the king of that.
Yeah, but Pryor's on a whole nother level than Williams.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean you can't like emulate him.
No.
And, like,
No. Pryor's on a whole nother level.
Yes, he is.
Cat's
So is
good,
George
but-
Carlin. But fuck.
That's two different idols right there, man.
Yeah.
Richard Pryor's on a level of his own.
Yeah, below Carlin. Carlin didn't use writers.
Oh my God! Here
Anyway.
we go again.
But no, Pryor was able to take anything that fucking happened to him and make it into a joke. Like he talked about how
How you gonna say that when you just said he had writers? How you gonna just be all over him
'Cause
after you
not-
just dissed him? Like, what is wrong with you?
because he's not on the same level as Carlin.
Oh my
Carlin
God!
was on an entirely different level.
Go
What
on.
did I tell
Just-
you? I'm
no,
on the
just-
side of
just
being
go.
right.
Just go. Just go.
Anyway.
Just go.
So
It's an argument for another day.
yeah, it is. Anyway, so Pryor had an amazing talent. He really could turn anything to a joke. Well, him and his riders, I guess, if you.
Oh my God, just go.
Anyway, so like, on multiple times he took like major public incidents, and made them into amazing jokes. Like, the time he shot his wife's engine out. The time he.
I low key thought you just said he shot his wife, and I was like, when did this happen?
He
Oh
shot
my
her.
God.
He shot her engine, but he said I killed the car. And
Are we talking about like a metaphorical engine, or are we talking about her actual car?
her actual car.
Okay, I just want to be comedians. You
No,
never
no,
know.
I
I'm
get
just
it, I get it,
clearing
I get
up, making sure.
But yeah, he turned that into a joke. He turned him lighting himself on fire and being addicted to drugs into a joke.
Yeah,
People just can't do that for some reason. I don't know why.
because they're not secure with themselves the way he was.
Yeah, fucking Pryor, you couldn't stop him, dude. Him or his riders.
Oh, but he's not better than George Carlin.
Okay.
He's not.
Oh my God.
really not. He's really not.
Okay. So changing pace, throwing it back to what we talked about 2 weeks ago, the Charlottesville
Yeah, what about it?
riot. Did you see? A couple days after that incident, there was an incident in I think it was St. Louis.
Was there another one in St. Louis?
Yeah, another person drove their car into a crowd of people.
Oh my God, these
Yeah.
people out here.
That happened
man.
like twice overseas in the same week too.
Yeah.
It was hilarious.
That's not funny.
You have to admit when you
No,
when
there's
people
no.
hop,
There's no way that's funny.
when people hop on the bandwagon of a form of mass murder, that's kind of funny, just a little bit.
Yeah,
Not
so-
really.
yeah. That's
Sorry,
that's
just
hilarious.
I guess I just.
So
have
it
a
was
different sense of
funny.
humor.
That's why it was okay in Rwanda when those people wanted to kill those Africans because Hitler did it earlier. Like what? No, it's not. No.
Just a little bit funny. Come on.
Oh my God.
Like
So
5
George-
times in the same week.
So what
people
you're
get
saying-
ran over with cars. Come on.
So what you're saying is you think the Holocaust is funny.
Thank you, Phil.
I make jokes about the Holocaust all the time.
God, you're a
No,
terrible
I
human.
don't.
man.
I don't. I love the Jews. I do. Just that's how weird when I
The
say
other
it.
two people in this podcast do not share the same views as George Rodropoulos over there. So.
We do like Jews though.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
we're
yeah,
cool
we
with
like,
everybody.
yeah, but we do not think the Holocaust is funny. It was a terrible, terrible experience in the world.
Yes, and it actually did happen.
Yes,
For all those
yes.
people out there who believe it did not.
Dude, that's fucking weird. Like a lot of. No, dude, I've met a man who, like,
Is
said
this
it didn't happen, then like a week later said it was the best thing ever.
Was this the neo-Nazi dude?
This was the no. He was a classical Nazi, as he called himself,
Oh.
who I worked with.
So he
for
was
a while.
straight from Hitler.
Oh yeah, like straight. Just oh my god, this dude is fucking nuts.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't work with him no more.
Then going off of people not believing in things that are real, did you see the argument between scientists and flat earthers about the eclipse?
No, stop, hold on.
They were saying
No,
that-
well, hold. Why did scientists even take the time out of their day to talk to these stupid motherfuckers who think the Earth is
it
flat?
was on like Twitter and Reddit and shit. So
Yeah.
Okay,
of course,
I'm
Yeah,
ashamed.
that's where the
I'm ashamed of scientists now. But go on.
But flat earthers were saying that this eclipse proves that the Earth is flat.
Why are people so stupid?
According to them, everything proves that the fucking Earth is flat.
I know chickens have legs.
Yeah.
The Earth is flat.
Like, as a parent, how do you let your kid just open his mouth and say shit like that?
I don't know. Hopefully they've been disowned.
Like, oh my God. If I had a kid I ever knew he was a flat earther, I would be like, no, you are cut off for the rest of your life. He can be 12, be like, nope, get out. Like, no, you're not allowed. No, that's dumb. That makes me so mad. Can't believe they had an actual argument. And what does our world come to? I'm heated now. I'm heated.
People are fucking goofy, dude. Stupidity comes in all shapes and sizes. Like, isn't it like? Don't a lot of NBA players think that, or is it just two and people are blowing out of proportion?
It's just Kyrie Irving and I think one other dude.
Kyrie, isn't that the dude who recently left?
He's the one who got traded to the Celtics. Yes, the conversation we were just having.
Oh, I
You-
wasn't
you
paying
mean the
attention.
Celtics?
You guys were, yeah, exactly. I was paying attention to that because you were mispronouncing that fucking word, Celtic,
First of all,
the Celts.
First of all,
No one refers to the
so
Celtic people
by
as
your
the Celtics.
logic, Americans talk completely wrong.
In some instances, yes.
Bro, you talk the same language as us.
In some instances, they are the Celts, and it's
Yes, but
But
it's
I'm
a
saying,
name.
I'm saying,
It's not the
that
actual term.
we speak English, right?
Yes.
Well, the English that we're really supposed to speak is from the UK, right? Because they've
Yeah.
been speaking it longer.
Yes.
So you talk like an idiot.
Where did you make that turn?
Because you speak English.
Yes.
Are you... Phil,
No.
I'm following.
thank you.
Okay, you're just... okay, so what? Am I supposed to say crevasse now?
Yes, if we're not allowed to say Celtics,
No,
you have to talk like an Englishman.
No. In every other instance where you refer to the Celtic people, you would say Celt.
Yes,
Just
but-
for some reason with this fucking basketball
George,
game.
here's why. It's not referring to the Celtic people. It is a name. You can pronounce names different than an actual term used to describe people.
Bro, that's how you know Phil's like...
It's a
done with
name,
you.
His
George.
face is getting red.
Cuz, you're being dumb.
I'm
not-
just saying.
you're not-
One is a name for a group of people. One is the name of a team. The name of the team is Celtics. The name of the group of people is the Celts.
Getting us all
Two different
heathen
terms.
stuff. Since we're gonna get away from this dumb person's talking
Shut up.
problems, so yeah, Hurricane Harvey. Didn't know this existed till like 24 hours ago.
Yeah.
Had no idea,
What?
Well, we don't watch
Really?
the news anymore, so
I knew.
bro. I had no idea.
I had like some idea. I'd seen blips of it over like the last week and a half, but I didn't really hear like a whole lot of it like when we did Katrina.
Oh, no.
So-
Apparently, Trump already declared a state of emergency. Which,
Yeah,
congratulations. You're better than George Bush. Take that,
I think it was
Bush.
like
Wow.
8 states, like almost 8 states were like ordered to evacuate.
But like, so I just started school, right? So I've been like, my mind has just been like,
Yeah,
forget the world,
that's a
just
good
do what you got to
excuse.
do for this week. But I was at work one day, and we get news through our computer from the company, and like the headline on our page on our news page was, if you're affected by the hurricane area, please take these safety precautions. The first thing was you will lose power, and I was like, how are they gonna read the rest of these safety precautions if they ain't got no power?
Phones.
Phil,
Well, he's not wrong.
Phil,
He's
this
not
is
wrong.
on the GameStop server,
Okay, so you
so
can't
you
log
can't
into
you
it
can't
from your
get to
phone?
it from your phone.
Maybe they mail you one,
And like,
a paper copy.
I was like, y'all could have took so many more other precautions than this. Like it was it was maybe there for like 2 days, and then I was like, y'all stupid, man. Just gave them no warning whatsoever. I mean, they obviously knew because they lived there, but like,
Yeah.
Are
They
you-
knew what they. Chances are, if they've been hit with if they're getting hit with a hurricane now, they've been hit with one before, so they know what to do.
and chances are, if they're getting hit
Yeah.
with a hurricane, they're not going to be at work.
Oh yeah, they're
Most-
gonna,
most of those places
other
shut
thing.
down.
That's
Yeah.
the other thing I never thought about. That's a good point. But it was so dumb. I was like, yeah, that's.
oh,
a
turn
dumb
it back,
thing
you
to-
pussies! We gotta move these copies of Madden stat.
But sir, there's no one here to buy them.
Bro, that's real. Though, because it was funny because they put that announcement out before the announcement that we could start selling Madden at 9 p.m. the day before. So that like, it was just really weird timing.
Fucking weird.
Going back to Hurricane Harvey. So, dude, 80 plus mile an hour winds.
That's fast.
Like it's literally folding light poles over.
Ooh.
It's running sideways.
Would you go in an 80 mile per hour wind like one of those wind tunnels that they have for cars?
Yeah.
Would you go in one of those and just stand there like a champ? Just.
It would
Feet-
blow you away.
I mean, like
but-
if they like put your stuck your feet to the ground, obviously.
Then your
no,
feet would
I
get
break
broken.
I break my legs.
Nah, you'd be alright.
You wouldn't.
Yeah, you would.
I would do it if I got one of the squirrel suits.
Oh, that's a good idea.
You would just go up against the wall.
Oh, he right.
No, you
My bad.
you just kind of.
No, you just go up against the
No.
wall. Because as soon as you open that thing, you're gone. Like you're dead. You need
Wait.
the one. You need the vertical one. That's what you use the scroll suit for.
The one that has a fan above it too, so you
No,
just
you
throw
don't
in
even need the
fan,
squirrel
Yeah.
suit for that, Brandon.
Do you not?
No, you just
No.
float there in the air.
Bro,
Stick your arms out.
That'd be so fun.
It's like free falling from an airplane
Never mind. Not
before
fun.
you pull a parachute.
Not fun.
But
Never
you're
mind.
only like 15, 20
nope.
feet off the ground.
No, nope. Not fun. No. Would y'all jump out of a plane?
Yeah.
No.
Thank you. You're crazy.
You have a perfectly good working airplane. Why jump out of it?
That's funny. My friend Kale, he recently went skydiving, and that was the first time he was ever on a plane. First time he was ever on a plane, he jumped the fuck out of it.
That was poor
Wait,
planning.
wait. This man, never been on a plane before, just got up in one, was like, I guess I'm jumping out of a plane for the first, like,
Yeah.
that's stupid.
Don't be too rough on him. He listens to our podcast. So, yeah.
I mean, but still, that's like, I'm going to call it like I say, that just sounds dumb.
Yeah.
Like, if you never flown before, that can be kind of like a scary experience for the first time. I don't think I'd be willing to jump out of a plane my first time flying. No. Especially in those planes. Those planes aren't like commercial flights where it's like safe. Like, ugh.
Well, everyone who's in it is going to be jumping out eventually, so you don't have to be too safe.
I hate you.
Oh, shit.
I hate you.
Back to Hurricane Harvey. Did you guys see the video of the dude going around in his little boat saving animals?
Are you for real?
Yeah. Like, this dude's literally... The winds and stuff where he was at kind of calmed down, but there was a lot of standing water.
Yeah.
So there were, like, possums and raccoons and
Just
stuff.
swimming.
Just
swimming.
they were, like, trapped in, like, branches or, like, little spots of high ground. He's going from, like, spot to spot, just picking these animals up by the tail, just setting them in his boat, saving them.
Why?
And he got... Because they needed help. They're animals. They can't fend
it's
for themselves.
nature.
Yes, it's nature, but he's trying to do the right thing. So he pulls up to this one spot, and there's 2 possums and an armadillo.
That's too random. That's like a random sort of animals.
Right?
But is he really doing the right thing, Phil? He's messing with Mother Nature, man.
If Max was trapped on an island, how mad would your mom be?
Oh, she'd be pissed, but he's a pet. There's a difference. These are just wild animals that die every day.
Yeah. And go back in history, thousands of years, Max was a wild animal.
Shut up. Max wasn't even alive 1,000 years ago.
Well, no shit.
Look, all I'm saying is he better have made sure all the people were safe.
That's right. That's what I'm like.
Well, no, this is like everybody got out. If he saw a person, I'm sure he would have helped a person out.
But how do you
too.
have room with a bunch of raccoons in his boat?
That's when you have to start picking up possums and chucking them out. See
Right?
how far you can get them.
Like, put people over animals.
Yeah.
I'll be saving no damn possum. These things are gross anyway.
Nah, you know my.
And raccoons got rabies. This man's got rabies now, too.
Yeah.
At work last week, one of the guys. Okay, so I'm parking a car, and
And
I
you
see
got rabies.
I saw a possum walk out of one of the bays to the shop.
Ugh.
It walks out of the building, and I'm sitting there like, what? So I follow it, and it goes like to the end of the building. It makes a turn. It walks the length or the width of the building, makes another turn, and I'm following it. So when I make that second turn, it turns to go back into the shop on the other side.
So he's
And then
walking
it hesitated, turned around, saw me, and then like crawled up in my coworker's truck that was parked on the edge of the building. We looked for it. We couldn't find it. The next day, coworker goes to pull a brand new Lincoln in, pops the hood. It's just sitting there staring at him.
Ew.
He immediately
Gross.
slammed the hood shut. I
Gross.
was like, nope. We got some pictures of it too.
Bro, my thing is, like,
When you get a broomstick.
this is why I like Phil. He, on his way to work, saw a possum, was like, I'm going to follow this thing. Just like.
No, I was parking a customer's car. I was already at work.
See,
Yeah.
that's even, like.
So I got out of the car and I followed it on foot.
So you are crazy. What if that thing turned around and attacked you?
Do you know what possums do when they get startled?
Faint.
They play dead.
I understand, but it's still a wild animal.
They don't actually faint. They just
I'm
play dead.
Get your facts straight, George. But still, it could have turned around and attacked you.
say Celtic.
I had boots on.
Phil, it could have jumped and ate your face.
Possums don't do that.
How do you know?
Because they play.
Have you studied possums?
How many have I caught?
I don't know.
A lot.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You got that redneck shit.
Then we let the dog chase them.
That is, you're a terrible human being. That's so mean.
They gotta learn. They gotta learn.
It's a hunting dog. We
Yeah.
have to teach her.
Oh, that's still
She
mean.
chases raccoons too.
That's still mean.
She keeps getting super close, but not quite getting to them yet.
Do they not
Seriously?
like attack her?
No.
No, like
know
we
better.
open the cage, they take off running towards the 3 trees in our backyard, and we open the back door, and she just comes screaming out the back door after him.
Is this the little dog that you got when we were in high school?
Yeah,
She's a
hunting dog.
that's a vicious animal.
The reason, okay, so she has excess fur. The reason that is
She fat?
she's a raccoon dog.
I'm
Well, she
I'm
is now.
I
She's put on a little weight, but
was
those
totally
dogs,
kidding.
those dogs have excess fur, and that's so like if they're chasing a raccoon and they get up to it and they grab it, the raccoon grabs them and it's like hanging on the back of their neck. They can reach around and grab it because there's enough loose skin there.
Huh.
They can still get at the animals,
Never knew that.
and they're also known to attack mountain lions to protect their owners.
Mm.
Those little dogs.
You have a wild animal living in your backyard.
Yeah.
It's a vicious animal.
That's a dog.
I'm not going to your parents' backyard ever again.
Dixie's cool. She's awesome.
Yeah, she
just barks.
Yeah, she does. She likes to run in circles around you too.
Yeah,
she
she
just
barks.
like laps. I'm
That's
like,
the whole point of a hunting dog. It's like, hey, he's here, he's here, he's here.
You should have seen her when the mailman came. Apparently, mailman came, and she was in the backyard. She came running around to the front, and mailman saw her, kind of freaked out, picked up a big stick, and she's running just outside of the reach of the stick, just in circles around the mailman.
She tried to attack the mailman. Tried to bite his ankle off.
No, she wasn't. She just barks. That's how she is. She wasn't doing anything like aggressive. She wasn't trying to bite him or anything. She was just barking.
Bro, as a mailman, I'd probably never deliver to your house again.
Did I tell you guys the story about the guy who said my dog bit his dog?
I mean one of your pit bulls or the chihuahua?
Yeah, one of my pit bulls bit his dog.
That's dangerous for your pit bull to be accused of eating a dog.
Yeah, okay, so here's the situation.
Did he eat it for real?
No, let me explain how I know this guy was full of shit. So, this man calls up my grandparents, says, all right, your dog bit my dog. You guys are going to pay for the medical bills. Now, I'm not saying this man's dog didn't get bit. I'm just saying it wasn't my dog.
Was it Zeus that he was saying?
Yeah, he's saying
like
that
recently?
it was my dog. No, it was like 2 years ago now.
Oh, okay.
But this man calls my grandma, says, you guys pay for my dog. My brother calls him later. My brother doesn't handle it well. He just accused the guy of lying.
Yeah.
This is how I knew the guy was full of shit. He still had his dog. He said that he got my dog off of his little Bichon. I've been told my dog is big. I don't know if that's true. Phil, is my dog big?
Yes.
Your dog is freaking muscular, dude.
Yeah.
No neck dog.
And Brandon, you see my dog? Would you say my dog is big?
Hell yeah.
So this waspy fuck
Oh my god.
got his little Bichon back after my pit bull latched on.
That is bullshit.
Yeah, that's some bullshit.
That's bullshit. There's no way that dog would survive.
Like I
That's
said-
why I said did your dog eat that dog? Like
Exactly. I know you're full of shit because you still have that dog. I'd be
That's
paying for
funny.
a funeral, not a goddamn medical
That's
bill.
yeah, that's true. That's low key true.
But what would you do? Bury the shit?
Exactly. I'd find the freshest turd, give it to him in a plastic bag.
And say,
right-
here's your dog.
Yeah, I'd
That was
recommend
great.
writing the name with a Sharpie on the back. You fucking piece of shit.
Phil, that was the funniest shit I've ever heard you say in my life.
It's like I'm not even saying his dog didn't get bit. Just wasn't my dog.
Probably picked a fight with a raccoon.
Yeah, and he probably wanted someone else to pay for his bills.
That's funny, bro. All right, I know we've been jumping around a shit ton, but there's another protest in Berkeley, right?
Mhm.
Guess what
Oh.
happened at this one?
Turned riot? Car?
Yes, sir. No, not car. Just
Oh.
violence. Yeah. So
Hold up. Who are they protesting this time?
Trump.
What do you think, George?
Well,
No,
no.
no,
There
'cause-
were. Okay, so basically there were Trump supporters at a rally or whatever, and then the counter protesters came, and then shit got violent.
Yeah.
So the
You need
original
two sides to
people,
get violent.
yeah, the original people. I understand that the original people there were to support their president, which they're allowed to do. These other people came in, emotions ran high like they always do for some god unknown reason, and shit just went crazy, man.
So did you see the video clip where they were protesting? The police came in. They asked them to disperse. People weren't leaving. So they started firing rubber bullets and tear gas
Yeah.
into the crowd.
What protest? I don't remember.
I don't remember which one this was, but there's the one dude who kicks the can of tear gas back at the police.
Yeah.
And
Shoot
like,
him in the dick.
yeah.
Did they really?
He backs up maybe like 10, 15 yards and turns around and faces him. Like 3 seconds later, just gets slammed in the dick with a rubber bullet. And just goes down.
Oh, it was the funniest thing, dude.
That's so funny. He totally deserved that, but like
Yeah.
that is so funny.
I'm gonna go against the people of Berkeley. I don't care if it wasn't even their fault. Fuck you, because you guys protest everything, you pieces of shit. No, they protest Ann Coulter for no fucking reason. They protest Milo Yiannopoulos for no. Well, I don't like those two either, but I'm not gonna fucking protest them. All right.
That's
No. Here's the thing. They also protested Bill Maher.
yeah.
No, Bill Maher's a liberal.
George. People don't think like you. People
Logically?
have a lot of passion about this stuff, so they feel like they need, in order to have their voice heard, they need to go out there and say what they want to say,
Yeah.
and that's what they're trying to do. But then people, two different groups that legit, like these are the most hated two people. Like these two sides hate each other more than anything I've ever seen. Like this is worse than black and white people. Like it's bad, and you get to put those two people together, it's not going to end well ever. It's dumb that it doesn't end well, but it's not going to end well. because I don't think I've ever seen a Trump rally or like a anti-Trump rally ever end like peacefully, like a major one. Like I don't think I've ever seen one like end peacefully.
I was gonna say the women's march, but even
I mean
then,
that's
that Richard Spencer guy got punched. That was fucking hilarious. Dude,
But-
there's screenshots of that. It's the funniest thing.
But it's like we always say, there's no reason for a riot to break out. It does nothing. It makes it worse. Like,
No, it just shows. Then the other side can paint you as dangerous, and then they.
and I guarantee you now that these riots are breaking out because of the other riots.
Yeah.
Like that's all it is now.
Okay.
Like at this point,
I have to say one thing about conservatives who riot or protest. Stop bringing fucking rifles, you assholes! Oh my fucking god! If you show up as a militia, people are gonna take that the wrong fucking way. You wanna know why? Militias are made to fight.
whoa,
Fucking idiots.
Hey,
I'm sorry.
hey, about to blow my damn eardrums
I'm
out.
sorry. Just
I
it's
get you though.
the dumbest fucking thing. Like we don't know why we can't peacefully protest because you have a fucking weapon, dude. Because
That's for their protection.
Let's not lie to ourselves. The worst that liberals can handle is pepper
Here we
spray.
go, guys. It's
It's
happening
fucking
right
pepper
now.
spray. These people cannot handle actual weapons.
Yeah, I know. They see them and they
Words
just start
hurt their
freaking out and
feelings.
attacking people.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why it gets violent. That's why they have their guns on them.
No, Phil, when you show up with an AR-15 like just held there, that's a bit much, man. I get it.
And
Get a pistol. Get a pistol, man.
and it's funny because there's no regulation on rifles. You can have a rifle.
No, you can, but
Yeah.
if you bring it to a riot, that's kind of not a
No,
riot, but a protest. That kind of says something, especially in a country where mass shootings.
That's called
aren't,
being prepared.
Yeah, here's the thing. This is also a country where mass shootings aren't that uncommon.
I'm waiting for him to figure this out.
What? Just
He's just pushing your fucking buttons.
no, I don't care. I'll
Like you realize he doesn't believe a word he just said. Like, I mean,
Yeah,
kind
yeah,
of,
I,
but like,
I do, but I don't at the same
Like-
time. So like,
it's Phil. Come on, man.
I'm just pushing the other side
Yeah.
so we can get discussion.
yeah,
But,
because that's good. Well, we
Did you
need
see?
I just saw you getting heated, and I was like, George,
that.
don't
Because
do it.
these idiots
So
stop banging weapons.
So back to the whole Charlottesville thing. The week after that happened as well, there was a story where somebody went up to a complete stranger walking down the street and stabbed him. Do you want to know why? Because he had a neo-Nazi haircut.
That's absurd.
No, they say Phil's haircut is a neo-Nazi haircut.
It was
I know.
my haircut
I
with the
figured.
top shorter.
Yeah,
That's ridiculous.
She
No.
stabbed him.
people
That's
are fucking assholes.
ridiculous, dude.
By the way, I want to apologize to the viewers and you guys for just screaming.
Yeah.
You mean the listeners?
Yeah, that makes more sense. Yeah.
Stupid, man. But we get what you mean. We accept your apology and we forgive you.
I've got one more riot to throw into the mix.
Oh, here
Okay.
we go.
It was somewhere. I believe it was somewhere in Florida. Big ass car meet. Cops show up. Tow trucks show up.
Oh shit.
Oh my God.
People start climbing onto the bed of the tow trucks to prevent them from loading up cars.
Oh
There's people
my
throwing stuff at cop
God.
cars. Like, you see this bottle of Gatorade fly in from, like, all the way across the parking lot. It hits the top of the car and then lands right next to it, standing straight up. But no, so they all stand on top of this tow truck, and then the tow truck driver's like, okay, screw this, and, like, starts to move forward, and everybody falls off. Then somebody pulls out fireworks, like the big mortars, and sets it up on the tailgate of the tow truck and just starts launching fireworks off the back of the truck.
That's about as dangerous as an actual riot.
That's the best riot ever.
Oh my God. No.
No, I'm totally in support of this. They're not doing anything wrong.
I
They're
mean,
fucking-
granted, the police probably shouldn't have called tow trucks. That's the easiest way to get car guys to lose their goddamn mind.
No, just-
but
No, I've been to car meets 9 times out of 10. Nothing fucking happens.
well, yeah.
Like,
I'm not saying, but like,
people are just being dicks.
but the police escalated that situation to a point where it
Yeah.
didn't need
Yeah,
to go.
don't bring
Because
fucking
they
tow
they
trucks.
easily could have showed up and be like, "Hey, you guys need to leave."
Well, it
Whatever.
was
the
like-
what?
There was one weekend last year where we were going to car meets, and if you were on a motorcycle, your shit was getting towed.
Why?
Like, that's how heavy they were on bikes that weekend.
why?
'Cause they're
Because I think
shitheads.
the 3 weeks leading up, there were multiple bikes running from cops in that area. Like, they'd just take off on cops when cops would light them up. But yeah, it got to the point where, like, if you were on a motorcycle and a cop saw you, you're getting pulled over and your bike was getting towed.
I mean, that's fair.
It's not fair at all.
Not really. If you weren't doing anything wrong, you're
The
probably
the previous circumstance of what he just said, that's fair.
No, you don't fucking pull over random people who had nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
You
take their
also
car.
don't just take off from the cops like an idiot.
Yeah, but that's not them.
That's
You
the
don't know
easiest
that.
one. That's
Yeah,
the easiest way
that's
to
not
get
everybody.
killed. But
Yeah.
still, it's the classic case. One person does something stupid, fucks it up for everybody. It's just the way life is.
That's why we don't have very many car meets anymore.
Yeah.
Hey, it don't affect my life very much.
It still affects other people's life. You gotta have some empathy.
You have no empathy.
For living people, I have empathy.
Oh my god, you were terrible. But yeah,
don't
protests in general. I think we should just never people just shouldn't protest anymore. In all honesty,
Yeah, they're trying to sign bills so you can't. That is true.
I think that's smart, but at the same time, I think it's dumb.
No, it's dumb. People need the ability to protest. I don't care what it is you're protesting. You should have the ability to protest.
Pretty sure that's
It's a
a
first.
right.
It's
yeah.
a First Amendment.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
but I mean, just for at least this president, no, that's not a good idea in the slightest. Or if you do know a protest is going on, just don't go.
yeah. I don't go.
Yeah.
Just don't go.
That's
Because you're liable to either get arrested, shot, or beat up.
Yeah.
Not a smart situation.
Well,
especially with
stay
this
home.
haircut apparently.
Yeah, you're gonna get
Yeah.
stabbed. I think you're gonna have Katie shave it all off. Just go bald.
Oh yeah.
I had her braided the other day.
That was I saw that picture.
No,
It was
see,
tight.
then you're a dirty liberal, and then you get beaten up.
No, it looked really nice.
Me and Phil do not pick a party. That's a political party.
No, but as in a liberal would wear that type of haircut.
But
with
we
a
don't
braid.
subscribe to political parties, sir.
I laid out. Phil subscribes to what's it called? Never mind.
Words, you can do it. I just struggled with it too. It's fine. You got this. I believe in you.
I'm just saying, based on the haircut.
I know.
So then why are you giving me shit?
I don't know. just
So
because I can. But no,
Make fun of me.
yeah, yeah. Dude, you're like strong liberal, aren't you? I always forget. Are you liberal? Are you?
He leans a lot more liberal.
Yeah, I often say I'm liberal just because. Don't get me wrong. On certain things, I'm conservative, and
But you lean more left.
yeah.
Okay.
Like guns. Guns. I love guns.
Why did each side get their why did the liberals get left and the conservatives get right?
I don't know.
Because when they put it on a chart, that's just kind of how it worked out.
I've
The
always found
first
that,
time they laid it out on one of those charts.
was it just arbitrary? Just
Yeah.
I
that's
think
boring.
I knew the reason at one point, and then
That's really boring.
I like my idea. It just happened.
Yeah, I'll go with that because I always found it there had to be a reason, right? Because
yeah.
it's used so often that it's just basically you can say I'm left, and then they'll be like,
Who
oh, I hate
determined
you,
what
I'm
north,
right.
south, east, and west are? They just made up terms and put them where they were.
Bro, that's so true. Oh my goodness, did you
Yeah.
ever think?
Same with left and right.
Yeah, like.
I guess.
Well, no, it's because this one makes an L.
Exactly. Yes. But
Now that I think about it, there's a lot of arbitrary things that we just see
Yeah.
as normal.
I recommend you don't think about it. Kind of fucks you up.
That's what's doing it to me right now. Actually, it's weird. Why did they choose
How
this
long's
to
it-
be the left and this to be the right?
How long's a foot?
12 inches.
Why?
I don't know.
Because that's math.
How much?
Shut
Why
up.
is an inch an inch?
I think we should personally go to the metric system, but that's just me.
Yeah, it's just
Cars
easier to
have.
work with.
Everything has.
Yeah.
Except for football.
and construction.
Yeah.
Because
But
it works better for construction to be on.
No, I think just most construction workers don't
why does it work better?
grasp.
What?
Why does it work better to be
Because
on?
most construction workers, unless they're educated in that, can't really grasp. The
I guess that
metric
makes
system.
sense, but
Do you
there's not like a logistics
Do
reason
you
as to
think
why
they
it's
used the what's it called? What's our standard?
the. I don't even know what ours is. That is terrible,
It's
bro.
It's American standard.
Yeah, American.
That's
standard.
it's just American. I don't know what it's
Yeah.
called.
Do you think they use that over there? No, they use the metric system as well.
No, they don't. Not when they're building
Wait a
buildings.
minute.
No,
They,
they do.
they use feet and inches and.
Wait a minute. He sounded so American when he said that. He's like, "Do you
'Cause-
think they use that over there? You could have just
Across the pond.
But do they do builders is it just because they're not educated, or is it because
It's
easier?
also how the codes are.
Yeah.
So it's the law.
So the building codes, what's the code for studs? Studs have to be so many inches apart.
16
inches. But that's
How many centimeters is it?
residential. Commercial's different.
No, I think it's the same both way around. Well, depends.
There's differences between commercial and residential.
Yeah,
I
well-
know that.
Yeah, well, it depends on what you consider commercial and residential. Like
Yeah.
the building I could be, I'm working in right now, could be technically considered light commercial.
Baby Ice Cube has nothing to add to this conversation
Yeah.
whatsoever.
Yeah, it's like there has to be an outlet within like 5 feet of every spot in the room.
That's a damn lie.
I don't think it's
There's
like
some-
that.
Well,
But,
no,
like-
it's that's why there's one here. You go 5 feet that way,
Bro,
and then
Hannah-
5 feet this way. There's so 10 feet to the next one. So 5 feet from either one, you can.
I promise you, Hannah's dorm don't have a one
Well-
5 feet. Like that's it's just not. I'm like that's no.
How old's your dorm?
I don't know.
Old.
Old. Yeah, it's very old.
Building codes change all the fucking time.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they have to constantly improve it.
Do you know why
That's
public
true.
bathrooms have that slit in the front of the toilet seat?
No.
So your dick doesn't touch where somebody else's dick's been. Health.
That's good. I'd never thought about that.
That's why.
That's funny, bro. I never would have thought about that. Huh. I mean, I don't ever sit on a toilet seat, so
You never take a shit in public?
nope.
Nope, I avoid it at all costs.
Bro,
At
I
all
feel you on
costs.
that. Feel you on
No.
that 100%.
Yo, at work they have these portalets. Do you know what those are, Phil? It's the porta potties missing the top half.
Oh, yeah.
A what?
Yeah. So imagine a porta potty.
It's vented better, so it
No.
doesn't stink as bad.
Yeah. Also, they're smaller, so you can use them in buildings. But so
So
imagine
y'all
a
just
porta potty.
taking a dump in the open air.
Oh yeah,
just-
you can look around. People can look in. it.
oh,
Oh,
no.
yeah. Oh,
Oh,
no.
yeah, they're only like
Get at
Like, you
no.
sit there and, like,
not
your
to
top
mention,
half's
not to
exposed.
mention, there's a trough on the other side.
Nope.
So while you're
Nope.
taking a shit,
Nope.
someone can walk up behind you
No.
and take a piss.
Hell no.
Yeah.
No. That is
The
absurd.
worst part is, this has happened to me before, when you're trying to take a piss, like standing up, and then some other dude comes on the other side and just facing each other trying to take
No.
a piss.
Nope.
Dude, okay, new rule, if you're a man and another man's dick is out
This
or
would be
your dick
good.
is out, don't fucking talk. Don't fucking talk. Okay?
That's an unwritten rule, George, that's been around forever.
People don't fucking follow it. I'm sitting there trying to fucking take a piss. This dude Ari comes up and he's like, "Hey George, how you been?" I was like, "Don't, my dick's out. Fucking talk to me." Fucking douchebag. Shout out to Ari. Love Ari. He's cool though.
That's
Just
funny,
don't talk
bro.
to me when my dick's out, Ari.
I can't. I struggle. Like, this is sound weird, but I struggle peeing in public restrooms too. Like, if there's a bunch of dudes like waiting, I can't do it. My body's just like, this isn't right.
Brandon's got a
I
nervous
used to.
bladder.
Bro, it's for real, dude. I can't do it. It's weird.
You
but-
get over it when you really gotta go.
Yeah, I do, but like, if it's like one of those urges where I was like, I could probably go to the bathroom right now. I just nah. It's not a good feeling.
All right, so about time to wrap up.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
We can do our joke, or we can just gonna
Hey.
leave that dead.
Just leave it.
All right.
We can sing a
All
song.
right, I guess
at the
we're
end
gonna
of-
listen to Brandon sing
We
a
can
song.
sing a song a little bit. Yeah, no, I got nothing. I'm just playing. I ain't no songwriter.
Hey, Freebird!
Yeah, kill yourself. Get out of here.
Okay, and with that draws the conclusion to this newest installment of the Classically Urban podcast.
You
My
struggled
name's
through that
OG Philly G.
sentence, bro. He
Don't judge him.
struggled. Sorry,
Well, I had to
bud.
come up with something on the spot.
I
So,
feel it's cool.
Do, 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 do,
So,
do.
my name is
No
Phil.
one's reference.
My name's George.
It's Baby Ice Cube.
Thank you for listening.